My favorite song of Kleos is probably Anytime.
My favorite song on Kleos was either Dear Ann or Cassandra Castaway.
My favorite song on Kleos is Slip Into the Sea. I remember when I heard it on the So Long to Sorrow EP, it was called The Country Song.
I think my favorite song on Kleos is Air. Even though that one is very stripped down and not all the instruments are included in it, I just really adore the piano parts, the vocal lines, the lyrics. Just the melodies are really beautiful.
Kids, man, they suck balls. They suck balls.
Where the band was at when we started Kleos was actually very interesting because our very first drummer had just quit because he wanted to go to school. This was right after high school, and so a lot of us were sort of deciding if we want to go to college or if we want to keep doing the band.
And Patrick, our original guitar player, was going to UC Santa Cruz full time. So we decided that we would still continue, and we were still going to do the record and do the band, albeit, it was going to be a bit more fractured.
The way that we recorded Kleos was totally not orthodox in any way. I mean, it took us a year to do the album because we were doing the album for free with our producer because he felt that the album he liked it so much and he liked the song so much. It made him so excited that he wanted to help us out by doing it for free. But the problem with that was that we came second fiddle to any other projects that he had going on. So we had to record at night, and we could only record on certain days. But there was very much a lack of direction and a lack of focus because a lot of the songs needed to be written. So a lot of those sessions were us getting together to write the songs and really spend a lot of time on them in the studio.
At the time, Erin, who was just the producer, became such an integral part of the band that he was sort of an additional songwriter. So for many of the songs, we would have basically everything written between the three of us before having anybody else contribute.
Since I knew Nick, and he knew that I played piano, and we had played together when he did solo stuff, we played together a couple times in coffee shops and things like that. I was asked to play live, and then they started recording Kleos. I wasn't really part of it, but I kept in touch with him, and Nick was like, "Hey, it would be cool if you came in and recorded." And I had heard some of the songs, so I was like,
I've always been a fan of Nick's songs and Nick's songwriting ever since I heard the first song that he wrote back when we were in. He had written some stuff before that, I guess, but the first recording of his that I had heard was a demo back in, I think it was sophomore or junior year. And we had been in a pop punk band in middle school, and at that time we were all pretty bad, and he couldn't sing, which is kind of funny to think about now. And he was the singer of that band, and I kicked him out so I could be the singer, basically, which obviously doesn't make any sense now.
I remember one night Nick came home and gave me this CD and said, "Here, listen to this." It was like 3 a.m. and he woke me up, and it was that song Dear Ann. And kind of the circumstances under which I heard it too, just made it super, super awesome to me, I guess.
Yeah, hearing Air for the first time just personally blew me away. Of course we have to put this song on the record, and then so what serves the song at the same time as well. So I don't think anything could have been added to that song, that recording, to make it any better than it is, so it should just stay that way, so that's what we did.
When we started doing the album, Erin was really serious about not having anything there that wasn't absolutely necessary to the songs, that if there was just fat, it was like he would always say cut the fat off. That was sort of the almost the motto of that album, just cut the fat off.
We had never played the song together as a band before. It was a song that Nick had written, and he had, the structure was there, and he had the guitar and vocals. We all recorded on the song separately, so we recorded it, and I was wondering, what is this going to sound like? And then he played us the song, and it sounds really weird, but like the first time I heard it, I shed like one single tear. And this is so weird to say this about my own band, but yeah, I don't know. Hearing it for the first time really blew me away because, you know, I had been so removed from the actual process of it. It was sort of like I had time traveled and then was able to see, you know, what our album was going to sound like.
I think why people like Kleos so much is the writing, the writing style in which everything is presented and how even the song structures are really different from like what we use in like current songs.
I think Kleos is special because, well, I've never really heard an album exactly like that before, and I think the talent of the people in the band is really amazing, and also the songwriting is incredible.
I think what makes it really special is that it's one of the most elaborately produced, I think, records out of the local scene that we've ever had. And it just sounds great, and it feels great, and it feels like a band that was really working together and had a lot of chemistry.
The songs, I mean, in a very straightforward way, I guess the songs are very personal.
I think Picture Atlantic has kept going for 5 years because ultimately we really love the band and we really love the music that comes out of it. And Ryan and Brian and I really feel strongly about the project and really believe in it. There's just so much possibility with Picture Atlantic because we've never ever limited ourselves or held ourselves back, and I think that's actually been the strength of the band, that we've all listened to each other in terms of where we want to go musically. If someone comes with a music idea, nothing is too strange for us. As long as it sounds good and as long as we think it's good music, we'll keep doing it.